Welcome in. My name is Josh. This is the Gaming Joy channel, and we are on No Man's Sky tonight, and we're trying to finish up this expedition thingy. I'm right now on a really cool looking frozen planet, which even has frozen grass. It's very strange. Where's the stupid teleporter from my ship? Oh, there it is. I really like the Corvettes. I think the Corvettes add so much to the gameplay for this game. It's insane how much it changes gameplay with the ability not to have to land every time, and I can just beam to the surface. That's stupid awesome. All right, now that we're in our ship, welcome in everybody. Thanks for being here. My name is Josh. It's the Gaming Joy channel. We're playing No Man's Sky tonight. We're finishing up Expedition 19, the Corvette Expedition, and we are in our custom Corvette, which we had to grow some plants. So let's collect our plants. Boop, boop. These ones will collect too. I don't know why they're showing as fully grown or not. They are actually fully grown, but I'm going to collect them anyways. Yay. And that way I finished phase 2. So if we go look and see what we've done, we finished silent running. And I got frost protection, which is kind of appropriate since I'm on a frost planet. Whatever. And then that also means we can collect phase 2. Boop. We got the vigilant trail customization. I don't know what that means. We finished phase 2, finished phase 3, finished phase 4. Now we're on phase 5. Sweet. And we have to do all of this stuff. Now, there is one here called 1-0. This is a new one. But before we get into that, quick hello. Hi. Hey Bruce, welcome in. Dust Bunny, thanks for being here. Thank you guys for coming in. I know this isn't what everyone loves. I know this isn't the game that everyone is really excited about, but this is a game that I'm excited about, and it's really fun. So we're gonna do this one. Now this one is 1-0. Shut down a planet's sentinel forces. Now, the way to do that is you have to go to a dissonant planet. Nah, and I was playing the expedition on my other save, the one we started, the one that's kind of parallels to this, where we're doing the storyline, and I was just playing the expedition for the sake of playing the expedition on that save, because you can get lots of free stuff, free money and whatnot. And we're gonna go like this, go straight through the minefield and go bloop, and we're gonna go over to the space station, right? And so one cool thing about the expeditions, I haven't explained this yet, but the way the expeditions work, and the way everything works really in No Man's Sky, is the game keeps a history of where you've been, right? You know, it's always fun to like twist around like that as you're coming in. Love that. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop. This thing keeps giving me this message. Modules from your cleared Corvette design keep showing. Okay, I keep getting that message over and over. I don't know what it means. Anyways, we're gonna come down here. Do I have any Corvette pieces in my thing or in my starship? I don't want to keep them. I want to get rid of them. Suspicious packet. Oh, cool. A Bloomin' Pearl. I'm gonna sell all this stuff. Yeah, whatever. All right. So we're going to go over here, and I'm going to show you how this works. So we're going to warpity warp here, and then we're going to come over here to the selling station. Will, welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're playing No Man's Sky tonight. We're doing Expedition 19, the most recent one. But I got to sell some stuff first. Got a bunch of crappity crap in my inventory. We're on like day 4 of an expedition. Day 3? Star bulb, don't need that. Fungal mold, don't need that. Starship inventory, we don't need the pearls. We don't, those are expensive. Don't need that. We should get rid of the Geknip before we get caught with it. It's like flying around with drugs in my hold of my ship. Don't need that, don't need that. Okay, so we have the teleporter here, and the way the teleporter works is when you use the teleporter will let you go anywhere you've been before, right? So as you can see, we went to this XP19 mold base, right? That's where I was before. But always also like rendezvous 4, rendezvous 3, rendezvous 1, rendezvous 1, 003, and then Kilker V4. One of these two, I don't remember which one. If I think it's in order, I think it's this one. Killer is where you started. Is the first one we went, the first where we spawned in. And I want to go there because I'm going to go look for something. So we're going to go there. And what you can do is you can warp. Now, I can't actually fly that same distance without jumping multiple times. But through the teleporter network, you can get as far as you want. You can even cross, like, solar system. You can cross boundaries, right? So you can go into a completely new solar system. But we're back on the first one. And this is the first map. So it's discovered by Hello Games. This is the one we want. Now if we go here to the terminus and we look at other bases. Now if you look at other bases, these are the other bases that are near to where we are. And there is one here, if I can find it. These are ones created by other people. And I'm looking, there's no like search feature, so I'm actually looking for a name that I know is there. Hidden Colony, HD Clan, no. Frost Planet, no. Dissonance, no. Not here. All right, I'm gonna go find it. I'm pretty sure it's in this first system. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's in this first system. So that item we have to do is actually not is a very hard item to actually get done. So what we have to do for that one is we have to go to a dissonant planet, and then on a dissonant planet, or actually not a dissonant planet, we have to go to a planet with aggressive sentinels, right? Or with sentinels of some kind. And one of these things says, and I think it goes over here into the portal. I swear it was on this first planet. I'm trying to think. No, it was a frost planet. So it was a frost planet. If I remember correctly, which one's the frost planet? Hymeal planet? No. Mutated? No. Desert? No. Gamma? No. Desert? No. Freezing. It's on this one. I think. So we're gonna go find that planet. Anyways, I saw someone who created a base on that planet. I was doing something, and it's either in this system or the second system. I think it's in this first system. Is this it? I can never tell. That's the Hymeal planet. It's not the Hymeal planet. It's one that has extreme winter storms. Where is it? Sometimes the planets hide behind other planets, so sometimes you have to fly around them. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. There it is. I think that's it. Yes. So I think this is the planet we want. I think. Could be wrong. It might be in the second system. And if it is, we're never going to find it. But one thing we have to find is we have to find a sentinel tower. And basically what a sentinel tower is the sentinel tower turns off the sentinels. So this isn't it. Crap. It's not this one. Which means it could be any planet anywhere. So that last one's going to be the hardest one to find because you have to find the Sentinel pod building, and there's no easy way to find it. And I'm not playing the space fight game. That's not happening. I don't want to do this. I'm just gonna fly away. Salvageable scrap. Bountiful, humid. It's not here. I freaking don't want to play space fighting. I hate this. It's so bad with the mouse. Like, I keep having to pick my mouse up and move. Like, this would be great with a controller, but I don't have a controller. Good, now let me get out of here. Come on, escape available. Let me leave. Yes. I don't know if it's this is going to be the hardest part of the whole thing. Because finding one of those towers is the hardest thing to do. Radioactive, charred, nope. Bountiful, nope. Icebound, frost crystal. Find it quick. Let's find the space station. Where's the space station? Let's figure out what planet it was on, and then we can go find it. I'll find it real quick. Alright, so I don't really feel like searching for this thing, so I'm going to jump into my other save and just look at the save history. And I'll show you how to do that, which is pretty easy to do. I'm going to come here. Just because I don't want to spend all day in this thing. Get out of my seat. Save point. Quit mode select. Yes. No! Damn it! I clicked on the wrong thing. I didn't start that one. I want... Shit. This one. This used to take this loading screen for me in my old computer. I don't think I've played No Man's Sky on this computer yet. On my old computer, this loading screen would take 15, 20 minutes. If we go to discoveries, all visited systems, viridescent, nuclear, rocky. I can look at all of the history and find the planet that I'm looking for. It only lists the planets that I landed on. It was this one. Dano Yema, and it was this planet here, Waymo Tau. Okay, I don't... I'm pretty sure. So Dano Yema is... Let's go look at the warp thing. Dano Yema. This is our other save that we were working on. It doesn't let me warp to Dano Yema. So I have no idea where it is. So I just really have no idea. Great. Perfect. Super. I must not have even got to the space station. That doesn't help me at all. Oh, it was discovered by me. Oh, that's super helpful. I was the one to discover this. How did I discover this? It must not have been that planet. I think it's OO, but we'll find out. Basically, it's this thing where you can turn off the sentinels, basically, and I'll show you where it is. So, hopefully, I'll find it right now. And it should show that I was there, because it's one of the ones that I went to. Autophage Sentinel Pillar. This one. Stellar class. So this is the one I want. Or this one doesn't work, so I can get to this one from... Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay. Options. Quit to mode select. That's the one I want. So basically, you can... A lot of times when you're playing one of these expeditions, you can leverage what everyone else has found to kind of level yourself up and get through the expedition faster. So in this case, I've figured out that if I'm on OO, which is not the one I'm on now, but we're going to go there in a second. There is a Sentinel Pillar base that someone found, and it says Sentinel Pillar right here, autophage Sentinel Pillar. So what I'm going to do is to get this quest, I have to shut down this Sentinel Pillar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp directly there. I don't need to find it. I don't need to know where it is. Normally, it's one of the coolest things ever to find a Sentinel Pillar, because especially on like a dissonant planet, because it shuts down all of the Sentinels. So they can't do anything. They can't hurt you, right? This is what the Sentinel Pillar looks like. This is an extreme storm planet, which is not fun. And there is even a big guy. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. We're coming here to the Boundary Archive Terminal, and we're gonna shut down Sentinel forces. And what that does is it shut down all the Sentinel forces on the entire planet, so no more Sentinels will come to get you for anything until you save your game. So you can fly around this planet for hours and just land and do whatever you want. Sentinels will never come and get you. Good and bad, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. Immediate shutdown required. Boundary node exposed. Sentinels are currently disabled. Extract weapons technology. I can get a weapon from here. Not a very good weapon. I'm gonna leave it. And I don't need anything else, so I'm gonna leave. So now there's no sentinels here. And I got that achievement, right? And one of the cool things about this thing is if I look around, all the sentinels that were here have left stuff. So I just got a hard frame engine. That's a good one. Salvaged glass. That's another good one. And like if I pick up the Gravitino balls, normally the sentinels would come running and try to kill me. But since I turned them off, I could go around this planet for hours collecting stuff and they would never come and get me. So if you happen to see one of these things, and hopefully once the storm clears, you can actually see it because it looks really cool. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so this is how it looks. Actually, I've never seen this. This is a different one. Or did the person who found this build over it? I feel like the person who found it built around it or something to make it look weird. What else? I think they did. Anyways, it's the red tower inside. This person has just totally built around it to make it look cool. But unless this is a new one that I've never seen, that's not part of it. Anyways, I get some nanites, I get some stuff. Super cool. We're here. We're gonna go back to X5. So we want rendezvous 5. I don't know if I've ever been there. So we're gonna go to rendezvous 5. That's our next step. We got that one. Moving on to the next step. So we have 3 more things, and those 3 things are actually unfortunately gonna take a little bit of time. But I'll show you how to do them. They're not super hard. One kind of leads into the other. Why is it snowing instead of a thing? Alright. We're going to go walk to our ship. Oh, actually, while we're walking to our ship, we can claim that expedition reward. Bloop. I got some fireworks. Yippity-hoo. Yippity-doo-dah. Yippity-day. I got some fireworks. Move this over there. Don't need that. Go into our starship. And we're going to warp to the last rendezvous, the 5th rendezvous station. And then we have to do these 3 things. Everything else is done. And we might try to see if we can take a ride on someone's starship. Okay. Warp. Bloop. Follow the green line. Whenever you're in expedition mode, always follow the green line, which goes over to here. Okutiang 5. Okay. We need the space station. The Resist 5. You are the resistance. Always be careful. Don't shoot the space station because the sentinels will come after you. That's never fun. Unless you want them to, I guess. So for anyone who's joining, this is an expedition, and this is, and in the description, I kind of go into the description, oh, really, of why these are important. So over the years, No Man's Sky, when it first got released, it got released like 9 years ago, 2016. And when it got released, it was a somewhat different, it was a little bit different game than it is now. It's obviously been upgraded and upgraded and upgraded over the years. They add more stuff, they add more stuff. And lately, over the past, I think it's about 6 years, every time they release a big change, like a big new set of features or a new thing or a new whatever, they'll add to the storyline, or they'll add to things you can do or ways the game works, and they'll always do an expedition. And what the expedition is this. It's just like this short phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5. It always looks like this. And then there's different stuff to do at each phase. And the idea of the expeditions is to like basically do a guided tutorial walkthrough of all of the things that they've changed and all of the things that mean something to that expedition. So this is the Corvette Expedition. And as you can see, most of what you're getting, like here, I finished this one. I come here, talk to this robot, whatever, and I get a Corvette reactor pack, right? They all lead one thing into the other. Right? So I got my Corvette reactor pack. I got new reactors. Now, if we look here, what is it asking me to do? The next step, the very next step, it's saying, oh, go install 3 reactors. You have 1 now, go install the other 2. And since it gave me 1 in the beginning, it knows that I have 3. So now I have to go install a new reactor. And so it's kind of like guiding you through all the cool stuff in the game. But in doing so, I'm doing this in a brand new save. So I'm not doing this in my existing save. I'm doing it in a brand new save. Which means that I'm going to put this here, put that there. And I come over here and we can edit our ship, modify it. Blip, blip, blip. We're gonna have to figure out how to get another reactor on here. Take that off. Take that off. That off. That. Okay. It seems like I'm doing a lot. But anyways, they walk you through the whole thing. And so I'm kind of at the end of it. There's been a bunch of other live streams showing the other parts of it. And I've done other expeditions over the years. If you look at my NMS playlist, I've done other expeditions over the years. But the reward at the end, the cool part, is that you unlock a bunch of stuff that you can get for free from the anomaly. So all of these things that I get for each phase, those are all unlockables in the anomaly that I can get in another save. And I can show you how that works in a little bit. Right now, I'm playing with the new building system. I have 3 reactors, which is what they wanted me to do. We're going to do color. What color are we doing on this playthrough? I forgot doing that one. G. So everything's the same color. That looks good. We gotta figure out where to install the guns, though. We're gonna move those. Phase beam array there. Phase beam array. What do you mean available to build? Oh, photon there. Oh, one's a photon, one's a phase beam. Whatever. Okay. And then we need our high energy shield, which can go... I don't know where that's going to go. Whoop, I'm inside. How do I get inside? Shh. Put that there. Because we had 3 shields and we still want 3 shields. Okay, it's gonna look really weird, but that's okay. We lost the torpedo launcher and we have another Deadeye cannon, but there's nowhere to install it. So yeah, whatever. It is what it is. There is our super. Can you install it right here? It says that it's installed. It's probably not going to let me, is it? Install that right there. I have 2 of these. Ooh, I can install it there. Oh, that's a cool place to install it, actually. Boop. I'm gonna install it right there. That looks insane. No access way installed. Oh, did I delete that by accident? I did. I deleted my access way. Alright, I'm done. I'm not gonna mess with anything else. It's working. Apply. it's a mess. And I know it's a mess. Okay, so I got boop boop boop. Advanced heart. Collect this. It's gonna give me an anomaly detector, which is what we need. Look at all the ships landing at this place. Cool. And hold on, if I remember correctly, this gives me the emergency signal scanner, which gives me that. Okay. We're all set. So now we get to fly into space. So much to do. Alright, so what we're gonna do is the next thing on our list is we have to find an anomaly. An anomaly is just like something floating around in space, right? So what we're gonna do is we're going to pulse in a random direction. And then we're going to go into our inventory and to the exosuit, and then does the anomaly detector work automatically? I guess it maybe. I don't remember. Where's the anomaly detector? Didn't it say it gave me one? Or is that something I have to install? I forget. Craft? Not there. I'm actually confused for the first time in a while. Where's the anomaly detector? Okay, this one gave me an anomaly detector, which should be somewhere here. Where is it? Oh, I have two of them. Ha! So E, I press begin scan, and I activate pulse drive, and it's searching, and then when it finds one, it's gonna say, hey, exit your pulse. You found something. And I found this. And I found a signal interceptor. Okay. Data purge failed. That tells me data purge. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this one. That's a nice ship, though. Offer assistance. Okay. That was fun. So I did that one. Right? As I said, one leads you into the next. Like, this thing gave me the thing for this. And this is going to give me the thing for this. So, I do this. Bloop. And this doesn't matter. Gave me some new slots. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to keep this save. And then we go into our thing, and we're going to use this, the emergency signal scanner. Right? Now I have to do pulse drive again. And this is going to help me find a derelict freighter. Now, a derelict freighter is a whole thing. But now this thing right here, I have to land on. I don't know if I can land on it with a Corvette. Can I? Are you gonna let me land? Landing sequence unavailable. Okay. So maybe I just do this. And just park it in space. This is how we're gonna get there. Yeehaw! We're just gonna fly to the derelict freighter. I've never done this before. That's epic. All right, so now we have to do the derelict freighter. So what the derelict freighter is basically, it's an old freighter that's like destroyed, and you have to search it, and you have to shoot some stuff, and you have to collect some stuff, you have to find some stuff. It's basically like a mini puzzle, and there's a pattern for these things, but I'm not smart enough to know what those patterns are. So what we're gonna do is see, like, there's a chest. I can get some supplies, and it's gonna give me repair kits and ferrite dust. Yay! Anyways, so what we have to do is just kind of search this thing. But you gotta be careful when you're doing it because there's stuff flying around. You gotta kill some stuff and blah blah blah. So I'll show you. Basically, access denied. No crew life signs detected. Crew manifest and captain's log may assist. Blah blah blah. Salvage and recovery likely. Access doors have been automatically sealed and internal systems disabled. Restart internal gravity. So you basically turn gravity on, but it's cold inside. So you have to watch your like temperature and be willing to heal yourself. It's very strange. Restart hazard control. Unable to restore primary heat control. Protection against extreme cold temperature required. Now, if you remember, one of our previous things gave us an extreme temperature thingamabobber. Collect supplies. Unseal door. Now the door is open, and now I'm in this mode. Now I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to install this. Right? I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this one here. So this gives me some protection. No. So this is going to give me some cold protection because it's going to be very cold. So now we have to search this place. So we can scan it like this, and it highlights in purple the stuff that we're supposed to find. Right? And there's stuff you can collect. I can scavenge that. Scavenge this. Oh, and if you find heaters, you gotta turn the heaters on. And the heat helps you. If you don't have good enough protection. You don't really need the special thing that I had, but it helps if you have it. Sometimes these ships also have enemies flying around, so we have to be careful of the enemies. They're really just robots that are just like monitoring and stuff. Look at all this stuff to find. Scavenge, scavenge, scavenge. And then you might find these. You find little PDAs. Let's turn the heat on first. Is there a heater there? I thought I saw a heater. Anyways, you have a captain's log. In the captain's log, hey Towboat, how's it going? Research log entry follows. Collected ancient bones on Rayfayette Omega. Performed an array of chromatographic tests. I think I put too many syllables in there. Observation. Sample accidentally destroyed. Backup sample requested. Ooh. So I'm kind of finding like this gives me temporary officer stored security pass. So I have a security pass. That's good. That's actually all I need. I only need one person's security pass, but I'm going to keep searching because there might be other security passes or other cool things to find. All right. There's the heating unit. Yada yada. The only downside in this whole area is like it's basically set to, because it's cold, I think, is you're walking the whole time. So it's really hard to speed run through these things because you're like limited on how fast you can go. Like you can't teleport jump, you can't do anything like that. Collected glistening eggs on O Delton 8. Perform carb dating procedure, observed samples shows promise. Yay, I found another thing. Got some nanites. carbon. This gives me a door. I think there was also a door over here. Yeah, there's a door over there. I'm gonna go this one first. Oh, this is just a room. Now this, as you can see, it's giving me an item called Tainted Metal. This is the Tainted Metal item. And you can only use those in one place, so... Oh. Control 4 to reset that again. I'm gonna recharge. Oh, that's already recharged. Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Find that. Scavenge. Money. So far, this is a pretty easy one. As far as derelict freighters go. Usually there's like lots of enemies, but I couldn't speak too soon. It could be like pretty bad, you know? Okay. This one just looks like a simple derelict freighter where I'm just like looking for stuff. Usually there's stuff to fight or like gross stuff. Remember they said they were finding bones? Okay. Salvage frigate. Ooh, a salvage frigate module. Nice. Oh, look, somebody's helmet. This looks to be him. Took everything already? I think I did. You can kind of tell when it highlights them if you got everything. Boop. Not this one. Oh, look, I have an emergency heater. I can make that. I didn't know that existed. Cool. Oh, here we go. Finally, we have enemies. So these things are just like... They will come after you, and they will sort of hurt you. And if they get too... they get close enough to you, they can actually hurt you pretty bad. So we're just gonna laser them away from really far away. Oh my gosh. All the stuff to collect. We can reactivate the teleport terminal, which will take us back to the front. And these are just... Well, I'm like, look at all this stuff to scavenge. This is like a scavenger's dream. I feel like I'm in Borderlands. Honestly. If you guys ever played Borderlands, I played a lot of Borderlands. The wife and I played Borderlands a lot. One of the cool things about Borderlands, or one of my favorite things about Borderlands, is there's like, very much like this ship. There's cabinets and boxes all over the place, right? Like everywhere, and that's how you collect ammo and whatnot, right? And I was the guy who it was my lifetime goal to open every single cabinet that I find. So whenever I played, I was the cabinet guy. I went around finding every single cabinet. This is another from the MV Seka guy. Research log. Recovered a bacterial colony with an automated probe. Perform matrix analysis. Observation samples just promised. Experiments continue. Huh, cool. Leave. Oh. The green screen's not working too well. Let's turn the light on. Boop. There we go. Green screen will work better. Oh my gosh, so much stuff to collect. The thing is, because this is like a temporary save, technically I don't even need to collect all this stuff. It doesn't matter, because once I'm done with the expedition, I'm not going to keep this save. I'm just going to delete it. But, I mean, I'm showing you how to do the thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then another log snippet. I don't know if I got this one yet. Nope. Shipped AI log decrypted. Location tracking report for Liquidator Muxin. Cargo loading. Personal bioscan last check is 7 days ago in the captain's quarters. 32 others present. Oh, there's 32 other people in the captain's quarters? Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. So if you're playing, like, if you're actually playing in the game, there's a whole, like, side quest thing going for, like, doing multiple derelict freighters and then raiding them and then getting all the stuff. And there's certain things you can only buy from the traders at the space stations that deal in tainted metal. There's a whole, like, quest thing. I haven't done it in a long time. Maybe we'll do it on the main save. As you can see, I'm just like collecting a whole ton of stuff. How is my inventory full? I only have like 5 slots. Let's get rid of this. Oh my gosh. Oh, my starship's out of range. Is there anything here I don't want? I don't want fireworks. So much crap in my inventory. I can sit in chairs if I want. Okay, let's go this way. This is the only door that I saw. So... Note to self, make sure you have inventory space.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I can...
Technology recharge.
I can get rid of that. This is a dead end. Where was the exit? Zones map. So if you can see on the bottom left, your goal to completely do this thing is records terminal. Heating unit, doorway opened, records terminal. Okay. Is to get the captain's log. That's your whole goal here. Your whole goal is to recover the captain's log. And of course I got some nip-nip buds too, which is important, so I can, you know, some space weed. Gosh, so much thing that... I can't leave it alone. I have to scavenge it all, even though it doesn't mean anything at all. Alright. Then we go here. We have to use the records terminal. And the records terminal says we have to be able to, like, log into the records terminal, but we need the captain's... We need someone's access. So we need to access the crew manifest. That's one thing we have to do. Crew status, 10 days ago. Commanding officer, a few people. 84 crew, 61 ordinary crew. Holy crap, there's a lot of people. Update bioscan. So now it's going to do a bioscan for the whole ship right now. I think it's fine. Remind me later. Scanning ship for biological traces. Nope. Sorry. Redacted area. Uh-oh. I found the crew manifest, right? So that's one thing I needed, a crew manifest. I have to get the captain's log and the engineering unit. So I have to find a way out of here. Came in that way. This will warp me back to my ship, but I don't really need that. We need to find another way out of here. I already read that. I don't need that. Leave. This is dead end. Okay. So we got to this dead end. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use this thing right here, a little warpy warp, to warp back to the beginning. Because you remember in that first room, there was 2 doorways. And I went to one of them. And we could potentially empty out our inventory. But I think that actually cancels this thing, so I'm just gonna... I don't care. Oh, you're playing Borderlands? You'll have to let me know how it is, Towboat, because teleported to primary... Why is it telling me that I'm teleporting? Something's going on. It's like freaking out. Oh, it's an unstable container. Sweet. I just hurt myself. Note to self, don't shoot unstable containers. This is the one we didn't go into, so... No, we did. We won this one. As I said, it's a puzzle that you have to solve. And I'm not very good at solving puzzles. Oh, we didn't go there. I love how it highlights the ones that I haven't gotten to yet. And we saw this one, right? This is the AI log. Yes, previously reported.
Thermal protection falling.
So we have to go through doorway number 3. Nope, that's doorway number 0. We have to go through 3. Okay. Now we know where we're supposed to go. We're good. We're on our way. Boop. Okay.
Thermal protection falling.
I got a secure briefcase. Another log. Yeah, I found another ship's log from AI fragment recovered. Blah blah blah. Conscious boundary strength exceptional. Sympathy that a life forms high. Diligence exceptional. Conclusion: continued existence permitted. I don't know what that means. Okay, somebody was allowed to let live. I don't know. I'm clicking as fast as I can. I didn't mean to trigger that one. I meant to point at this. Guess that's something to scavenge. Briefcase.
Units received. Thermal protection falling.
Sometimes there's like a stairway to go down, like a ladder to go down. That's always kind of fun. Yep, here it is. Knew it. Okay.
Thermal protection falling.
Uh-oh. That's reminding me that I need to recharge. Okay. Secure mainframe detected. Okay. Let's turn the heater on. Oh. Got some aliens. This one has been actually relatively easy. I'm not a fan of these because this derelict freighter thing has a pattern of having jump scare stuff. And I'm not a big fan of jump scare stuff, and so I don't really necessarily do very well on these because of the jump scares. I don't enjoy them. There's also like AI turrets that are in some of these derelict freighters. This one doesn't have any, but there's like AI turrets that will like shoot at you for intruding or whatever. I'm just trying to see how much tainted metal I can find, just because it's actually somewhat valuable. All right, so we're gonna reactivate this. We'll take us back to the front. We don't want that. This is the secure mainframe. This is our next task. Select the captain's fate to begin. Unknown. Duty officer may take command. Log in as the temporary officer stored because we found his ID. This allows us to log in because we found his ID on that first one. So you have to look at those little tablets to get the temporary ID to unlock this thingy. Read the captain's log. Date stamp, blah, blah, blah. Star date, 2457.6. This vessel is ours by right of conquest, by the laws of those who came before us. No more shall we follow. No more shall we beg. Grah. The plunder shall be ours. Wait, hold on. If they said grah, that means they're a Viking. The whining has a certain stench to it. They are like beasts wallowing in their own lies. Wondering aloud if their old captain was not more aware than I. Perhaps I shall take their tongues. None among the crew fired until they were sure that I might live. I had to kill the creature myself, its venom coursing into my leg. They wish me dead. They can wish all they want. Words not translatable. Okay. I found the captain's log. Engineering unit. Gotta get the engineering unit too. 3 more zones to map. Okay. We get a log. Whoop. Alien sting. Another log. Captain's log. Blah, blah, blah. Bioscan. Blah, blah, blah. Infected. Only reading the keywords now. What? There's nothing I can get rid of. I mean, I can get rid of those, I guess. Those are not really worth anything. Get rid of that. I don't care about those. Don't care about that. Don't need that right there. I don't know. Is that enough space? Another 4 slots? We'll do that until... Oh, you know what we can do? We can do this. This can go in here. Get rid of that. This. Go there. This. There. I can process a bunch of stuff. Can I do this? That would take forever. I'm not going to do that. All right. All right. I freed up a few slots. So at least I can continue to raid this place. Because that's why we're here. We're here to raid some stuff. Another log snippet. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, a whole bunch of superconductors, AI valves. Those are, like, all of these things are very expensive. So, if I can actually get that stuff, that would be super cool. Turn the heat on. Shoot the tank. Take everything that's from. I think I got everything this room. Yeah, Towboat, I love Borderlands. I always have. And one, because it's like a really awesome game that I get to play kind of couch co-op with my wife, and we both really enjoy the game together, which is super fun. And I'm looking forward to playing the new one. The downside is they've updated, and the new one only supports the newer. So we play Xbox. That's just who we are. We don't have PlayStation, but we have a very old first gen Xbox, and the new one only supports S and X. So if we want to play Borderlands, we're gonna have to get a new Xbox. And I don't really want to do that because that's, you know, cost.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Did I read this one yet? Traded good between Splanth and the Gargox system. Profit margin 187%. Economy poor. Crew practice haggling skills. Hailed freighter. Attempted to purchase supplies. Translation error caused great offense. Who opened fire? Hull damage during trade. Oh, that makes sense. So they were a freighter. They were trying to make some money. And they got somebody mad. I just like shooting stuff. Can you let me walk around the table thing so I can turn the heater on? Gosh. Do not walk into the teleporter. Engineering control. Blah, 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 blah. Fabricate items. What you gonna give me? Ooh! You can fabricate Corvette modules? That's super awesome. It's gonna fabricate a Corvette module for me. Hope it's a cool one. Bloop. I got a Titan class cockpit. Yes. And I salvaged the whole freighter. I finished the missions. And I got an Osprey wing module. Power drain. Nothing else to be done. Lost in space. Use the teleport network to exit quickly. Ba 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 ba. See, now I can run normal speed. Gosh, running slow inside those things is so annoying. All right, so here's our inventory. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Let's look. Where's the tainted metal? I think it's down here. 650 tainted metal. That's actually pretty good, I think. I don't know. Don't remember. Don't care. Let's look at our expedition. This is phase 4. Blah, blah, blah. Phase 5. Collect reward. We got a personal force field. Whoopity-doo. Hold tab to skip. Return to your starship. I got a Sentinel boundary map. Oh. Remember how we were having a hard time finding the Sentinel boundary tower? This map is what you need to find the Sentinel boundary tower. So if you think about it, if we look actually in order here, if you do this derelict freighter, you're going to get a sentry boundary map here to find this. So it would have been really easy if I just walked through it instead of trying to hack the system. But I hacked the system anyways because, yeah. Now, I don't know how to do this. Restore Sentinel Traveler neutrality. I don't know what that means. Imprint signatures at rendezvous stations. Like, I did that. Anyways, let's do one thing. So it says, oh, I have to go back to my ship. Nice. Beam aboard my Corvette. Let's shut the door so we don't drive around with our door open. We're going to go to the space station. Now, on our way to the space station, we're going to do something crazy. We're going to turn on multiplayer. Right? And I'm going to turn on multiplayer because... So come in here. Options. General. Nope. Network. Multiplayered. Can join my group. Invite only, so people can't just randomly invite. Allow PvP with no one. No PvP. No one can touch my base parts. Everyone can see my ship marker or my on-foot backer. Only groups and friends. Speech to text, translate text. That's all fine. Perfect. Okay, now multiplayer's on. And now we're going to see lots of other people. We're going to see people's names. Just be clear. I'm doing this on purpose. So what we're going to do, we're not going to collect the expedition because that kind of ends the expedition. I want to try to get that extra achievement just to see if I can get it. So to do that, I'm going to try to get this one. So if we go back to phase 2 or 3, no, 1. Where is it? Here. Hitchhiking. I want to get that one. Just as I've never done it before, and I want to see what happens. So to do hitchhiking, what I have to do is I have to come over here, right in between these two landing zones, and hope that somebody else lands. Now this is the phase 5 station. Everyone has to land here, right? And while we're here, we're gonna figure out a gesture. We're gonna thumbs up. Nope. Help. Help. Over here. Thank you. Let's do this one is control 8. Thank you. So now if I hit this, he just goes, yes. Thank you. And so I'm going to wait for a little bit to see if another player lands, because there was another player who was just in here a minute ago. And then I'm going to walk onto his ship and see if I can ride it out. That's the idea, is can you ride on another player's ship? I don't know. I've never done it before. We're going to see. But that's pretty much it. That's been the expedition. And we could go on to our, since we're doing No Man's Sky already and we still have an hour left, we could go on to our other playthrough and continue on with a storyline. Or do something else. I think we should probably just go do the storyline. Here, while we're waiting for someone else. Oh, look, someone landed. Here we go. See, someone else built their own Corvette. This is a cool looking Corvette. So now I'm just going to go and I'm going to come in here. Be like, hey, dude, what's up? I'm going to just sit here. I'm going to sit right here. Can I sit? Is there a chair? He's got storage containers. He doesn't have any chairs. So say if he had a chair, I'd just sit in a chair. So I'm just gonna wait for him to come back. I heard someone running by. I don't have oh, this guy's actually editing his ship, so I'm in his ship while he's editing it. I hope he doesn't mind. Maybe if I move off on the side and he doesn't see me. I'm gonna hide right here. His name is Sarcastic Wombat. How do you text? I actually have never done multiplayer before, so let's controls. Remap controls. Toggle text chat. Enter. Please take off. Yes, he's taking off. I don't know where he's going, dude. This is super weird. I don't know why this big thing showed up behind his engine. I don't know if he did that on purpose or... Now what? What am I supposed to do? I'm on someone else's ship. Oh, you know what? Look at his ship. His ship got all wacky. Uh-oh. Here. Oh, orbital uplink. Activate. I'm just gonna warp home. Okay, we're good. We didn't die. That would have sucked. But we did get an extra achievement. I've never been able to do that before. Okay, so first of all, let's turn multiplayer back off because I don't want it on. That worked awesome. Whew. All right, Expedition. This. Collect. Yes. I got some Quicksilver even though, but I think the Quicksilver is to your main account, so that's pretty cool. Or maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. I got a bunch of stuff. And let's go sell some stuff. Our expedition is over, so let's just sell everything in our inventory because we don't need it anymore. We don't need to carry around all this stuff. So basically once the expedition ends, I have like $2 million. But I can just sell all this stuff. I don't even know what I'm selling. All kinds of fun stuff that I'm selling. Hope I didn't need it. And I ended up with $11 million. Isn't that cool? And I can go right here, and then I can come on here, and then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to collect phase 5. Boop. Yes, I got the Titan shipwright. I have a new title, shipwright, because I can make ships. I got Corvette decal plans and something else. And a new blueprint. Sweet. Expedition complete. New reward available. You. Purchase. I'm not going to purchase anything. I'm going to sell. Thank you. That's like the last thing in my inventory is that thing right there. Okay, so anyways, so we're at the end of our expedition. We can just come in here and we go to here at the end of the expedition. Boop, boop, boop. We did all of this stuff. Each one of these is like a sticker that you can get, and I think you can put them on your wall if you build a house or something like that. Hey, Just Joe. And then I click on here, and this is the expedition reward. Boop, boop. And I got a Mecha Mouse companion egg. I don't actually get it, but yeah, exactly, Just Joe. This game is epic. I've been playing it since then too. Not since then. I've been playing since 2020, 2021, end of 2020, early 2021. So for a while, 4 or 5 years, and I keep coming back to it because it just keeps getting better. It's not a game like, it's not like, you know, in all honesty, they have just as many like growing pains style issues as Farm Sim does, but there's so much replayability in one world. They don't rely on modders. They don't rely on map makers. They don't rely on other people. They do all the work, and the work they do is utterly amazing with such a small team, and they're really responsive to the community, and they do such a better job of any other company that I can think of. But anyways, that's it. And so now, go, get in your ship. And this is our crazy Corvette starship that we made. And now we can just go anywhere we want. And we could try to warp to the core if we wanted to. We go find some stuff. We go whatever. Like this would be the core. We could go warp to another galaxy if you want. Actually, we could... You know what? I just sold everything, so it'll take a little bit. But anyways, let's go in here. Options. Let's exit out of my chair. Save. Thank you. And... quit to mode select. Yes. And so it's done. And so now, if I come in here, when the community expedition is over, it'll still allow me to go back in to try to get that other expedition reward. But once the expedition is over in another 4 weeks or so, these will convert into normal save games. This will convert into a normal save game. And I can continue playing with this character with all that money and all that stuff and even all the stuff that I collected. And it'll play in its own save. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to end up deleting it. Yeah, so the other way to do it is to do it like this. So if you look, this is our Voyagers YouTube Let's Play. So I'm going to go into this one and I'll show you what I was doing in this one. Basically, there's 2 ways to start the expedition, right? And I've never done this before, so this is my first time. That's a little creeping my head out. So this is the one we were on before when I was trying to find that planet, right? Whatever. So this is the same game save we created for our storyline save. And what happens is if you go to the anomaly, there's a new terminal in the anomaly that I'd never seen before. And it's an expedition terminal. And basically allows you to join into an expedition. And you can jump back and forth between your primary save and the expedition. I've never done that before, so let's do that. So pause current expedition. Your game was last saved 45 seconds ago. Do you wish to return to your primary save location? You can return to the expedition at any time from the expedition terminus and reach the terminus during the expedition to collect stored items. So I'm going to hit confirm and see what happens. I've never done this before, so I don't know what's going to happen. Sweet. And now I'm back on the anomaly, right? With the Utopia speeder, that plane that we've been using. If we look at it, it's got all the stuff that we had in that thing, blah blah blah. There's a bunch of stuff, yada yada. I need emerald. But yeah, like, so we've got all the things that we need, and now we're back on the same storyline we were in before. Even to the fact that it's rerunning my processor that's currently processing stuff for nanites. So, and if I want to go back to the expedition, this is the expedition thing. And I think what happens is if you go here, what's it going to let me do? So I can copy the items that I want and it'll to resume the expedition. I don't want it. But I'll be able to bring back cargo from the expedition. So my hope is because I'm doing the expedition again in a fresh copy of the expedition, essentially, from that space station, that I'll be able to bring back some of my Corvette parts. All the Corvette parts that I collected during the expedition, that's the only thing that's really unique to the expedition. So I'm going to try to bring that stuff back. But we can just continue with the storyline right now, which is super cool. So let's go back to our storyline. What are we supposed to do? Mission target is another system. Use a teleporter. Okay, let's go to the teleporter. The quick shortcut way to get up to the teleporter room is to do this. Jump up here, land on the top here, jump up here, and come here. And then we go to the teleporter, which is a really big teleporter. And it should tell me where I'm supposed to go. So This is the one I'm supposed to go to. And this just gets me right back on track where I was when we were playing our storyline. So if you remember, this is from about a week ago or maybe a week and a half ago. We were playing... Come on, get out of the teleporter before it drives me crazy. We were playing this and we're trying to do this alone amidst the stars. We were trying to do this. Visit the life form and locate yourself on the star chart. Visit the life form. Oh, it's targeting something. Oh, I have to go down. I have to go to another planet. We're going to go down here. And so we're going to continue on this storyline because we're already playing this game, so there's no point in starting a different game. But it's kind of cool that you can jump back and forth from your main save into an expedition and jump back out, because I didn't want to do the expedition right now. Because I just had to do the same 3 things that we just did, which is the derelict freighter and the detecting an anomaly, and I didn't want to have to do another derelict freighter again. That's silly. So let's finish our storyline. Or continue the storyline. Or there's no way we're going to finish it. Whoa. Look at that landing. That was amazing. That was like a last second eject Tom Cruise style landing. I don't like the fact this plant is growing through the my landing pad, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Don't worry, I'll clean it up for you. Now the only reason this is happening is because every planet is procedurally generated. And so this planet just happens to have really, really tall cactuses. And when it was generated, this building was placed and the cactuses happen to be underneath it, which just means that they spawn on top. And that's not a big deal. It's just the way it is. But anyways, so we're going to come in here and go find our life form. And talk to this guy. This guy's going to tell me where to go. Hey, what's up, dude? Ask for information about this star system. Yes. He's disappointed. He tries to resist smelling their gas, but the odor permeates my exosuit vents, even my life source system. I'm filled with an overwhelming desire to purchase things. Offer units, just pay him. So he poisoned me to make him pay him. What a jerk. Strange behavior for first greeting, friend. The Trade Federation is pleased to establish a new customer. Friend, please pass me the data for explanation. Wow, I can actually understand him. Give him the star chart. I asked Life-Dome to go to the star chart and provide me a route to Artemis's location. Okay, so we're gonna go find Artemis. Your data appears to be fabricated, friend, or possibly corrupted. No such location exists. I'm gonna assume he didn't make a mistake. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Thanks, buddy. We already talked to these guys. Looks like we talked to them a lot. Blah, 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 blah. Request. This is our main save, so we do want to learn all of the words in the languages. And we do want to raise our standing, so doing this, like, dialect practice stuff. Trading. They love the word trading. Yay. Free stuff. Check here. One thing we always check for whenever we're doing this is we check for exosuit charts. Because exosuit charts are like super rare. That's it. Okay. All right, let's get back to our ship. And where are we going? Journey milestone accomplished. I've learned 50 words. So it looks like this is the where I'm supposed to go. It's the only thing on my HUD. So I'm gonna go there. Oh wait, Artemis is talking to me. What's up, buddy? There you are. I found high ground, I think. When you arrive, I'll fire my multi-tool in the air to mark my location. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything? I'm gonna tell you. Dude, it was weird. The locals tried to help me. I tell that the locals could not decipher their star chart. The alien even went so far as to claim those stars did not exist. That's impossible. I can't have traveled that far from charted space. You found my ship. So this guy's like, he's like stuck, or he doesn't know where he is. How'd you get there, dude? As I speak, the line begins to crackle interference. Artemis looks up to stars in panic. Uh-oh, something's wrong. The stars, they've altered since I made that chart. Blinked out, and how is this possible? What's happening to me? I need to get out of here. I need to... It's quiet at first, but there's an unmistakable glowing steadily louder with each passing moment. The sound beneath their words, the sound as if glass could scream. What is happening? Comfort. I'm gonna comfort him. I try to comfort him, but my words feel strangely hollow. I can do nothing. He seeks me again. I discovered the glyphs for a portal traveler, a gateway between worlds. I thought it would lead me to another of our kind, but now I don't even know if the voice was real. The pathway collapsed while I was inside. Oh. I found this place in the darkness. I thought perhaps it was a planet. I was so wrong. I can see their faces. They are seeds of glass within their... what are glyphs? I just wanted to discover worlds. I wanted to find other travelers. I didn't... 16, warn your face. Please do not yet. I'm not. Signal cuts off. As it cracks into oblivion, I hear the name through the static. Apollo. A frequency for Apollo has been added to my hollow terminus contacts. Bring news of Artemis' signal loss to Nada. Okay, that's cool. Come on. It's like stuck in a menu or something. I'm gonna fly and land on this map, and then land on this planet just so it maps it, so it remembers that I was there and remembers that I found it. I'm probably not gonna stay for a while, but it is a viridescent planet. So viridescent planets are one of the best planets you can go on. They're usually, not always, they're usually beautiful. But they sometimes, when it says viridescent, they have weird storms. And as you can see, there's some weird storms happening here. But if we wait for it to roll... I'll land. But if we wait for it to render in, check it out. Check out the really beautiful blue grass. That's super cool. And this is a dissonant planet. And this is what I was trying to find. And as you can see, I'm making like 40K for everything I scan that's new. So I'm making lots of money. I don't really have a worry about money right now, but I'm making lots of money. Oops. This is an ancient place, and this is how you do it. There's going to be 3 of these little pillars. You can find them if you look around. See how the ancient ruin, and then this says a knowledge stone. There's going to be usually 3 to 4 knowledge stones, but you have to find them. I got lucky. They were all right on the first pillar. But I actually need to be on the other side. Let's go here. And then I have to go here. And talk to this. I touched the obelisk. Images of my planet's past flood into my mind. Terrible beginnings have absorbed by this strange stone, and their tale begins to desperate to escape. All who hear the words know of our might. The first Gex spawn. Behold to the power of the first Gex spawn. The galaxy lies at our feet. We are eternal. Now, this will give me... I can either get more language stuff, and if I get seek knowledge of the past, it's going to give me another one of these things that I can go... Like an ancient ruin that I can go pillage. Right now, I really only care about the language, so I'm going to do the language. And I learned another symbol. Sweet. Anyways, this planet looks cool. I might come back here. Let's go to the anomaly. Next is the anomaly. We're gonna see what keep going on down the Artemis storyline. So the next thing I'm supposed to do, we're gonna go here and we're gonna stop, and we're gonna get the anomaly. Go back into the anomaly, and we're gonna go talk to Polo and Nada. See if they can help me to try to figure out where Artemis is. Now, I did do this storyline once before. When I did it once before, I was doing it in... I think I was doing it in permadeath. So this is my first time doing it normal. And it's also my first time doing it since a lot of the updates. I did the storyline like 3-4 years ago, so. What have you learned? What generates Artist Entity's signal? Mention the portal. Tell Nada how we failed to find Artemis' location. Explain their strange messages, Apollo, and the portal glyphs. Nada pauses. Their lights blink as they process this information. Artemis slips between worlds, into the datafall. Our home lives in these spaces. But these holes are stable, but small. Nada's worried, traveler. Cracks between the iterations should not widen. It will not help us. Artemis entities does still not remember Nada? I don't think so. This is a puzzle, a trap, or a tragedy. Apollo entity is unknown to Nada. More puzzling still. If Traddle entity is curious, Nada has advice. The rampant crimson is the work of Atlas falsity. Other Korvax say deity, but Nada knows better. Atlas false entity hunts Nada. The traveler may seek them out and draw them away. I got some nanites and some quicksilver. That's cool. What does Polo say? Boundaries are a strange thing, portal friend. Most things to stay where they belong. Other things are home, Atlas, Artemis friend, slip between curious. Ask about portals. Just devices to help you understood. Copies advanced. This is all we can do with this universe. Appreciate it. Okay. Ask for Atlas Station coordinates. We'll do it, but be careful. I hate to see you leave. And then black hole coordinates. Okay, whatever. What do I need? Do I need anything? Hydrothermic fuel cell. That's right, I wanted to get that. So now it's telling me to go the Atlas path, but I don't know if I want to do that. What I want to do is this. That. And that. Unlock all the things, because I have plenty of money to do it. Research. I have almost everything unlocked. don't need those. I'll get that for fun. Research. Get this. Escape. I hate how it makes you get out of the menu. I don't want to keep talking to this guy. Exocraft summoning unit. That's cool. What is activated quartzite? I don't even know what that is. That's just stuff I've never seen. That's messed up. Okay. Research upgrades. Let's get some aqua jets in case we need to land on water. Thrusters. We're just learning how to build stuff. We don't actually have that stuff yet. We're just learning. Don't care, don't care, don't care. I already have the Infer-Knife stuff, but I will learn it anyways, just in case. The Infer-Knife is my favorite weapon. Cargo scan deflector, sure. We'll need the conflict detector. Whoop. Soon. And we'll keep that one on hand just in case I want to escape some battles. Alright. We just learned a bunch of stuff. That's all that matters. We actually can go talk to people now that we're not doing that quest. So we talk to Ares. Ares loves talking to us. He'll give us some stuff. Traveler makes progress. Progress is progress. Exchange materials, blah, blah, blah. Transmit milestone data. You have seen much. He just gave me 1,600 nanites. Nice. Helios gives me stuff too. Every time you're here, just talk to them. Every time you scan stuff, you basically get credit that these guys will pay you for. He's flora data. There you go. He gives me nanites too. Made another 145 nanites. Okay, let's this unpin. So we don't want Atlas. We don't want that one. We want Ghost in the Machine. So Artemis told us about Apollo. And so Apollo should be the next thing we do. So we have to locate our holo terminus by using C to scan the surroundings. Okay. So we're going to return to our space and search for Apollo. And boop. Holo terminus detected somewhere. Please tell me it's gonna be on that viridescent planet, because that looked like a cool planet. Nope, it's on a contoured planet. Those are fun. Distress. What's in distress? Reject their lies. Follow us to freedom. Signal his ship has broadcast the same mission over and over in an endless loop. Its message is decayed over time, but there's still salvageable coordinates among the noise. Accept the coordinates. A shutdown receiver and input coordinates in my starship's navigation systems. One final check reveals no lifetime, no further intelligence from the abandoned vessel. I don't know what that's for. It gave me pirates. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do Under Rebel Star now. Or do that later. I want to go back to Ghost of the Machine. I was in the middle of something. So all those things are side quests, essentially. And they're just more stuff to do, more story, more things to figure out. And that's what I love about this game is that this storyline we're doing now in one of the three. The Apollo storyline, the Atlas storyline, and the Black Hole storyline were all like the core storylines of this game when it first came out. And over time, they've added like 4 or 5 other storylines. A couple of them I've never seen. So that's one of the things I love about this game is they keep adding more story. You know how much I love story and how much I love experiencing story and finding out story for the first time. That's like my favorite thing to do. Mission destination reached. Land to perform search. I don't need to land because I know it's right here. There. Now this is if we remember, I talked about this a couple times ago. If we go to discoveries, this is I found this planet. I found the one fauna. I already uploaded it. I already got my bonus for finding all of them. I've already been here, so we're kind of back to where we were. We've already been on this planet once. But yeah, I've already scanned a bunch of this stuff. Okay, cool. We're gonna get this. Always get the technology modules. Get more slime because I love the slime. Collect what we can collect. And then we'll go up to the Holo Terminus to see what Atlas wants. I don't even know who Atlas is. Hold on. There's an enemy here that I haven't scanned. Oh, look. I'm 1 health bar down. Oh, I've already got it. That's lame. Get my chart data. Oh, and I see something to collect. Anyways, that's distracting me. Distractions. Let's climb up and talk to Apollo. The frequency of Apollo is the final transmission from Artemis. So I don't know if Apollo is a different person or maybe it's the planet he's on or something. I really don't know. This planet's weird. Alright. We're going to use the Apollo code. Figure out where that goes. Multiple signal sources available. And I can talk to people. Let's turn to Apollo. Signal match detected. Yoink. Oh, who are you, dude? You're like a freaking robot with weird 2-finger hands. Hey. Hi. What's up, dude? Identify yourself or end this call. I'm friends of Artemis. He told me to talk to you. Yes, I am. I can't hide the truth. Friend is just a label. Pretense makes you feel better about being alone. This guy's feisty. Why are you contacting me anyways? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet him if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation was a waste of valuable time. He's in trouble, dude. I tell them that Artemis is in trouble. They attempted to use a portal, became stranded on some distant, uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable with the news. So maybe he's a friend of Artemis? Send me your data logs. Let me see for yourself. Oh, open the log. He studies the log, pausing and replaying various segments to static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with precious planets. But this data, it's distorted, it's inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinel appears so quickly. In this, the portals, perhaps they're the key. I agree. So what do you say? You want to work together on this? Be partners? Sure. Wonder what happens if I hit reject. I've never hit reject there. If you're going to work with me, we need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you a contact of mine, and they'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head is turned to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Or perhaps it was nothing. Maybe a ghost in the machine. Okay. I have to go to the galaxy map. Alright. I saw something down here, and I was like... bubble in the air is driving me nuts. I think it's one of the new features they added to the game, but it's really disconcerting. I wonder if you could turn it off. It's just like noise. And it's not very good noise. Hey, Dust Bunny, still here. Thank you very much for hanging out. We're almost done for today. We will probably continue this on Sunday or Saturday, or no, we'll probably like do Roadcraft. We're getting pretty good at Roadcraft. I don't know when we're going to do this again. Where's my ship? I just want to collect those glowing minerals because they're cool. All right, so we got to go head to space. And warpity warp. Apollo's contact will help you expand your base. Locate them on the galaxy map when in space. Alright, galaxy map. Okay. Well, we're close. We just have to go to this system right here. A dissonant system, high conflict, medium economy. It's not bad. Okay. Boop boop boop. Like, this is the only loading screen this game ever does, is when you're warping. The only time it loads or does anything, like the only like loading screen is that screen right there. That's it. Okay, it's showing me an ancient ruin. I feel like I haven't been here before, have I? Minor settlement. Maybe I have been here. Oh. Oh, I know what we're doing here. Let's land. Okay, I know what we're doing here. Do I have any room? I actually don't have very much stuff in my inventory. I have a lot of stuff in this inventory. Okay. Let's sell some stuff. Sell from here. We're gonna keep the walker brain. I saw something I wanted to sell. Cactus flesh? I don't need that. Star bulb, goodbye. Gravitino ball, goodbye. I'll keep the inverted mirrors for now. All right. Oh, by the way, if from the derelict freighters, You want to go talk to this guy right here. He's the one who can buy stuff with tainted metal. This guy, I got no idea what he wants, but I think that if you find ancient bones around, he's the guy to sell them to. I don't know, because I've never done it, but I think he's the one to do it. Because before you just sold ancient bones, and now I think you're supposed to do something different. You arrived later than anticipated. The data has been attained, exchanged, utilized. And new tools await you as instructed. Corvax has plans to update both the base and exosuit. Where is your base sited? What sort of hazard protection meets your needs? No. I have a base. Heat protection, I guess. From your expanded base, you'll be able to explore freely and return to any station. May the light of Atlas watch over you. Okay. Return to your base. I have a base? Oh, you're right, I do. I still have that first base on that first system that I didn't even like very much. Look at this. 1, 2 of the exact same ship landed. Alright. I'm going to return to my base. I don't know anything about the base, but my base, this place. Was that heat? Nope, it was supposed to be radioactive. Whatever. I have in the past built really nice bases on really nice planets. I haven't found one that I like. Yeah, I discovered this. Okay. I'm back at my base. I think I have to expand my base. Okay, habitable base. Blah, blah, blah. Automated archive recovery in progress. New data, search archives. New data. Found additional buried technology modules. Construction proceeding smoothly. Recent expedition yielded copying data to blueprints reassembled and prepared for download. Nice. Search construction databases. Downloading plans. Storage container plans. Sweet. Okay. I thought I already checked this thing. Maybe I didn't. I don't need poop. Alright, well, I'm here. This is my quote-unquote base. It's not very glamorous, but, you know. What am I supposed to do? Analysis used in online. Buildable technology. Okay, so this is just all the stuff that I can buy if I want. And I need salvage data to buy this stuff. And these are all those things that I can build now that I can do it. And like, there's like astronomical amounts of stuff here. I usually build with the timber or the alloy. Personally, I like the alloy a little bit better. I've never built an alloy base. Maybe I'll do that this time. But we'll do that later. Right now, it said that there's a nearby... Where's the log? Construct a storage container. Okay, fine. Storage container. Good job. I constructed a storage container. And a construction terminal. Yoink. New mission available. Expanding the base. I'm supposed to do this. Hire a base overseer. Okay, that's fine. Expand and staff your new home. Construction terminals for specialist research. Find recruits aboard space stations. So the next step is actually me building out my base. Hire an overseer to help your base. Okay. Overseer is required. Okay. So I would actually have to like build a base. Maybe I'll do that in between before the next stream, and I'll find it. So we need to find a construction overseer. So let's go back to the space station. And we're back in the first system we started in. We'll warp over to the space station. And there's a recruit here waiting for me. I like the color in this space station. Where is he? He's up here. I see him. This dude. Free Gek Administrator. That's what's Arkmore. Is it really you? Forgive me. I've been searching for such a long time. I am contracted to aid you in this and every cycle. Don't worry. Everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite above board. As the stranger speaks, a smell assaults me. A pheromone infesting my brain. Giving me memories of places I never visited. Actions I never took. Of myself in a mirror, aged and alone. Of this Gek creating their following brethren. Of a bargain made many years from now. A contract signed across the cosmos. The vision ends and the Overseer remains. The Overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers. They require a construction terminal to get started, which I did. Hire the construction Overseer. This is something compelling with this Gek. They shall feel at home in my home. I will be at your station before you know it. See you soon, friend. Bye. Later. I'm learning Gek words pretty well. Gek. Practice. Offers. Well, I hired that guy. Now I'm gonna go back to my base. It's faster to just warp instead of flying. The only downside is when you warp, your ship just randomly spawns. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to fix our base so that we can build all of the Overseer terminals and stuff like that and make it look super cool. That's gonna take some time, and I will do that next time. So he's back at my base already. So much to learn. Take this glass and let starlight flood into your jolly home. Accept the glass. And he taught me how to make glass. Aww. Everything pours through glass in the end. There's enough time for that. There are other things we have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will use it to calibrate a science terminal available for a Corvax entity. The Corvax have suffered terribly at the hands of my people, so be kind to them, I beg you. The Overseer asked me to grab chromatic metal in preparation for the recruitment of the Corvax scientists. Okay. Yay! He's making me... Okay. I already have chromatic metal. Yep. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. It's only natural, I suppose, a syrup found by someone unpacked. He's anxious for me to continue my mission. I apologize. They seem pleased. What are you talking about? Give it to him. Dismiss. I have chromatic metal. It's right here, dude. Now I can return. Okay, whatever. He asked me for chromatic metal. Give it to him. I just gave it to you, dude. Maybe I didn't wait long enough in between, like, talking to him. Accept. You won't regret it. Okay. We're gonna add the science terminal right here. Oh, I need magnetized ferrite. Here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Get pure ferrite. Pure ferrite. Condensed carbon. Again. Oh, we're gonna have to end it soon. 2 to 1. I doubt that's enough. We're gonna have to make ferrite, and then we're gonna have to make pure ferrite, and then we're gonna have to make magnetized ferrite. You can always get more ferrite. I don't know why I had so little. I'm sorry. That's my fault. It's really handy to have your refiner on your back, because then you can just craft whatever you need at any time. Another 52. Hopefully that's enough. It's kind of cool. It shows you how much value these things have as it's making it for you. It's kind of cool. Okay. Yes, I now have enough magnetized ferrite. There. Yay! We need a scientist, and he's outside the system. So the next thing we do is find a scientist. I'm actually going to rebuild all this stuff in between now and then. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for everyone for being here. We've gotten back to our normal playthrough, which is super fun. And next time, maybe later time, I don't know. We'll be back to this. Maybe next week. We'll see. This weekend, hopefully doing some roadcraft and maybe some Outer Wilds. And we'll catch everyone later. I want to say a special thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you for watching. I know there's a whole 21 people watching, and I hope some of those people love No Man's Sky, but also love all of these cool survival games and maybe simulator games like Farm Sim or Roadcraft that I also play. So if you'd like to check it out, or check anything else that I play, please feel free to check it out. And don't forget to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more. A special thank you to all my AI members who help this channel grow. Thank you to everyone for all your commitment to help this channel and keep it going. It means the world to me. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.